What's up, Ruthless Nation? Here it is, Wednesday evening. You know what that means. Ruthless GT3 action. And this week we're back into the GT3 cars. And we're taking on Road Atlanta, Michelin Raceway. And, it's a pretty high-speed track. Not a lot of slowing down at this one. Just a couple of top turns here and there. But mostly it is a pretty straightforward track here on the speed of things. And as usual, we got Monkey here in the booth with us. What's happening?
Hey Stu, not much. Looking forward to this race. Like you said, it's a pretty high-speed track. There are no walls, no guardrails, a lot of tough turns, a lot of opportunities for these guys to drive right off the track.
That's right. We should see this kind of creep into the darkness of night as the race progresses. It is a 40-lap race, so without further ado, we are starting now with Snowman on the point, followed by Cork. And then Bird will be making his first start, taking over third there in his Ford GT. Chaos in fourth. Monkey rounding up fifth. Stu will be in seventh, with T-Dubs, shockingly, rounding up the rear of the field here to start this one.
That is a shocker, too.
It is a shocker. All right, good battle up front already starting. They're going to come up into this chicane at the top of the hill. It's a little tricky, but Cork's going to give way. Cork in a new car now.
I was just getting ready to say that same thing.
Yep. Why don't you let us know what he's driving there now as he battles door to door with Snowman?
That is a Lexus RCF 2017 with the required yellow headlights, and as Cork's car requires a 0.5 penalty. As
you see him get one right there and then nearly lose the car. Bird's going to make a move against him here, trying to get everything going. Running that 88, little Dale Jarrett scheme there for him, UPS. Look there in the 88.
Let me see that. That is sharp.
All right, so far the BMW gets passed by T-Dubs, who's now up to sixth. Cork drops back to fifth. That moves Monkey up to fourth. Chaos sitting in third in his RS01. And Bird is right there in his Ford trying to make a move on the McLaren of Snowman, who's got himself a different scheme cranked up this week. A lot more gold on it this time around. A little chrome gold action.
Gets a couple wins, starting to feel flashy.
That's right.
That is a nice looking car. Looks like a tooth.
And he's looking good up front, too. He's got a good gap there. Cork works from fifth to second. Again, Monkey has dropped back there a little bit as Bird moves back to fifth. Chaos has T-Dubs right there, who has now moved up to fourth position, looking to make a move now as he goes around the outside.
Toyota makes some power moves. He just passes people right down the straightaways. He doesn't have to wait for mistakes. He just drives around.
That moves Chaos back to fourth, and Bird is still hanging on to fifth. Cork somehow has moved back up to second, and he is trying to chomp at the bit, getting up to Snowman as he completes 2 laps, starts lap number 3 here. As Cork sets the fastest lap of the race so far through 2 laps. Oh, so we've had something happen to Monkey and Chaos here, because Stu has got up to him. So we see 5th, 6th, 7th all tight neck here. Oh, off into the grass goes the BMW. Stays in the throttle and comes back out in decent shape. Could have been disastrous there.
Looks like Stu held on to it pretty well.
Man, poor Cork. Snowman, he's just getting caught by Cork here at a great rate. You see everybody's on that racing soft tire. And all the fuel looks to be about even throughout the field.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any fuel saving in this race. I think it's going to just be all out going. I think. Should be about 10 or 11 laps for the first fuel stops.
Seems Snowman would have got a penalty there. It looked like he cut that last hard chicane pretty good, but everything still in order there. No 0.5 for him as there is on the banner of Cork's car.
I'm going to text the stewards again like I did last week and see if maybe they forgot one.
Story of the race, though, is T-Dubs last to third here through 4 laps. Starting 4th lap, rather.
Yeah, I'd like to mention T-Dubs didn't start last because he missed qualifying. That was his qualifying.
Yeah, that did happen to him.
Yep, he had a bad qualifying session. So we don't know what he's bringing to the race this week. At least a 3rd place car. Based on the way he got up to 3rd, I'd say he's got a pretty good car.
All right, 1, 2, 3. He's going to be heating up right here.
I was going to say top 3 have checked out.
They're pretty close to each other. Could see something happening between 1 and 2 this time. Let's get a good look down into our last chicane of the course. This will be the last turn heading to the line. Pit road's right there on the right as soon as you crest the top of the hill. Oh, on the inside goes Cork. Big move there. He pushes Snowman a little bit off to the left, and Cork takes the lead and allows T-Dubs to get around him as well. Snowman, that is. Now 1, 2, 3 is all changed.
Oh yeah, a little bit of contact out of Cork, but not too bad.
Nobody got off the course, but Cork is first now. It looks like he's trying to run away.
Doesn't look like the change from McLaren to Lexus has hurt him much. Might even have helped him. Oh,
maybe something happened to Cork there. He might have got loose off that turn because now that moves T-Dubs up to first, Snowman up to second. Possibly moved over, excuse me, from the contact earlier.
He may have. He did hit Snowman. He did make contact going through there. Might have gave the position back on the steward's guidance. I think Big Bird picked himself up a penalty, or already served it and done.
All right, Chaos will be rounding up our field here as he's going to serve a 0.5, 0.5 this time. Allergies got my voice going out. Give me a second, I'm going to wet the whistle.
Chaos served a 0.5 penalty. He's also on his fastest lap of the race, so he must be getting this track figured out. A nice looking Renault here. Not sure who the sponsor is. Oh yeah, set his fastest lap even with a penalty. So expect to see a little more speed out of Chaos next time. T-Dubs has built himself a little bit of a lead over Snowman. And then, as usual, Cork and Snowman battling for second.
Yeah,
currently holding it.
We actually saw Snowman get a little loose there, allowed Cork to get around him. Got off into the dirt a little bit.
Yep. And the typical scene, T-Dubs just riding around in first, just enjoying watching that battle behind him.
He has got quite the gap worked up here all the way from last to start this one. It's through 7 laps. He has now got seconds worth of lead over second and third. Before our first pit stops, be a good time to maybe look at some paint schemes. A little weekly tradition. But here we go. We got the 45 McDonald's scheme. Been running that the last couple of races, and I vibe with it. Little Kurt Busch action.
Not bad.
Not bad. Cork, he's running matte black. I guess he's just penalty sponsored this week. In the Kyle Busch test car, we'll call it.
The penalties are a big fan of Cork's car.
They are. And I wonder if he's running the Michelin tire because
It's like
it's Road Atlanta.
it looks like it. Hard to tell at that speed, but I think I see the right colors in there.
That's what it looks like to me. Alright, so Snowman, we see him. He's on that gold chrome Hendrix car, number 5. Looks pretty good. Like it's very shiny. I can't tell. I don't know if those are Goodyears on his or not.
I don't know. Can't tell what the other stickers are on there either. They might just be race stickers. Put fuel in here. Adjust this.
Yeah. Got a lot going on there. Alright, so Bird is making his first start here. He's in the 88 Ford GT. And he is running, as we mentioned earlier, that Dale Jarrett kind of throwback. Looks pretty slick. I think so.
If Cork's not careful, Big Bird might pick up that penalty sponsor.
He might do it. He's got another one on him right now.
They seem to be favoring his car a lot. That GT sounds good.
It does sound. It's ripping. Look at the diffuser on the back of that thing.
Car sounds like it doesn't even belong in this league.
For real. Alright, so Monkey, he just turned the Kohler Generators car into the Ruthless Racing car. And this
Yes,
thing
sir.
is sick. How vibe with this?
Even some makeshift Ruthless Racer RRS STP stickers.
Yeah. Up there on the windshield banner. It's got that Porsche, what do we call this thing? Shelby 911 Cobra.
I think so. As long as Cobra was in there, that was the important part. So there's a 911 with the Mustang grill.
Yep. And I will say it looks pretty good up there. Obviously,
Not
it looks
bad.
like a Mustang with beetle bug lights.
What do we have with
dig it.
Stu?
Looks like we're running the Ruthless scheme with just the white paint instead of the black.
What's that bird called back there? Is that the Warhawk?
That's an eagle. It's the
War Eagle?
Ruthless Eagle. I like the white. I
Huh?
think it made everything else stand out pretty good.
Bird's pulling into the pits.
Alright, Bird is in.
First car in.
Don't want to forget Chaos and his Renault. I'm not sure exactly. He's got like a traditional IMSA scheme going on here. I won't even try to pronounce most of these words.
I'll go for Halex. Halex Racing, but that must be his racing team. That Renault sounds good too.
Project Platypus. I like that.
Yeah, I like that car.
And then T-Dubs, your leader. There's all your paint schemes for the day as we're 10 laps. Heading to finishing 10 laps here. Should see some guys going into pits. Bird is coming off pit road. He's the only one who's went down this far. Let's see. Yep, that'll be no T-Dubs. Going to continue on. Cork, though, will be trying to go in. Snowman will also pass pit road. Cork goes in for service. He's running those Michelins. Or no, he's running Toyo.
Oh, really?
Toyo. Or Toyo. I don't fucking know.
You had it, Toyo.
Toyo, there you go.
Yep.
Alright, Stu
I guess.
bypasses the pits as Monkey goes in for his service. refueling that thing in the front. That's the first time I've noticed that.
Oh yeah, right up in the front.
All right, interesting.
Watch and see how much fuel Cork gets. So Cork's filling up.
Cork did fill up. T-Dub's probably looking at the tire and the fuel. He'll probably be coming in this time. Snowman, he could actually push it, I think, and get another lap out of this thing.
Yeah, so being a 40-lap race, if you pit every 10, you could take a little less fuel each stop. If you have another liter or two in the tank when you get there, you don't need to get a full 100 liters each stop.
That's right. Okay, we see T-Dubs. He's going to go in. He's in pit road. So let's see if Snowman decides. Yep, he'll pass it up. I figured he had another lap in it. The only thing against him here is his left side tires are going to be absolutely cooked by the time he gets back around. Next car in line is Stu. Let's see what he decides to do this time around.
I'm going to keep an eye on Snowman because
He'll go down pit road this time.
it is not easy to drive a car with tires like that. There he goes. Snowman spins it around.
Oh, man, he did. I'm going to do the West Higgins ORV replay on that one. I'm going to go back 10 seconds right now. And then we're on board with Snowman. West Higgins ORV replay of our leader. He stayed out longer than everybody. Gets into the dirt. And oh, man, he really did plow it there into the wall. Gets off to the track. Going to have really dirty tire along with him not having any kind of grip for the rest of this course. T-Dubs is filled all the way up, and he's off pit road. All right, replay of that action from the leader, brought to you by West Higgins ORV on YouTube. Check them out.
And so whatever tire he had left is gone after that spin.
All right, T-Dubs coming out of the pits right now.
I always wonder, how do those guys drive those cars like that? And you know, they can't. Is what I'm learning. I never push my car that hard. With good reason, right?
That's right.
Coming in tough. I'm still watching Snowman to see if he makes it around. Looks like he's gonna make it to the pits.
Yeah, he's gonna be good on fuel and everything. Now he's got to get in here pretty gingerly. There he goes. We'll see a lot of people take that half-second penalty going into the pits this evening. Seems to be the quicker option.
Yep. No pit rules in the GT3 series.
Nope, and we see T-Dubs. He's coming up on the last few turns of the course here as Snowman's about halfway through refueling. So it could be pretty tight, but I don't know. T-Dubs, he's been looking rather good here at Road Atlanta since working his way up from the front. Snowman gets passed on pit road. He'll be passed by Cork as well. He has refueled and he'll be exiting the box right now. So he makes this it's a pretty long trip down pit road here at Road Atlanta. Even Monkey will get around. Maybe even Bird will be meshing to fight off. No, Snowman's still not off pit road here. Oh no, we go back to the BMW. He's spun around here. Just a spin though, no wall action. And he'll get it back going. Cold Tire is going to bite the BMW there.
Oh, did he spin to the top of the hill?
Yeah. That's what happened.
Yeah, that can happen there. You come over the top of that hill, your suspension unloads, and all your tires lose a little bit of grip there. It's normally not a problem, but you can definitely get a spin going.
Cork has got this race somewhat competitive as he is somehow in eyeshot of our leader, T-Dubs.
I think Big Bird switched over to the medium tires for this run. Maybe he wore through his tires that first run. That's why he pitted at 9. God, that car.
Yeah, it sounds mean. I'm going to go on board with him so we can listen to it.
a little quieter in here.
Good sound from the hood here.
Yeah, I kind of want to drive that car.
It definitely sounds in.
Yeah, I'm actually sitting here with a stupid smile on my face. Just listening to it.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it. It's just has a growl.
And it's a Ford, a real one.
A real one, yeah.
I see how Cork has managed this gap here. Looks like T-Dub's stretching it out here a little bit.
Another nice sunny day for the Ruthless races. Great weather here in Atlanta.
Yeah, fun fact about Atlanta, it actually receives more rain than Seattle. And so that means, oddly enough, it's dry.
That is a fun fact because I thought it rained in Seattle all the time.
That'd have you think that, huh?
It would, yes. That's probably just to keep people from moving there.
Oh, trust me, they're doing that on their own. Alright, it's going to be a half-second penalty to our leader. Cork not going to have one, so maybe he'll be able to just trim this away a little bit. Not going to be a great deal of sacrifice on the speed there, but it is the fastest portion of the racetrack. So it does kill to have to lose a little bit of speed there.
Let's see how close did Cork get. He
About
barely
10.
even tell, yeah. I do like seeing Cork running the penalty banner on his car. That's funny.
About 4 seconds is the lead right now.
Monkey's in third. Did we know that? Oh yeah, we did. After the snowman pit stop.
That's right. Monkey's moved up to third as he battles through the S's down the hill here at Road Atlanta. Cork to second. T-Dub still in first. Looking good up there in the Supra. Bird is in fourth. Snowman's still trying to work his way back through here. Had a terrible spin in this turn whenever he was going towards the pits. But conquers it there with no problem. BMW coming through turn number 1 this time. This Chaos works by the line. We're back up to T-Dubs, who is coming out of our last turn of the course. Kind of goes up to this righty that's really the last turn, but back to the front stretch and crosses the line to start lap number 17.
See, I don't think there's a single easy turn on this whole track. What do you think, Stu?
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily, I would say, easy, no.
Every one of them, you're right on the edge of going off the track, I believe.
You certainly can be. The easiest may be turn 1, but it definitely challenges you here with, as you see Monkey get a little loose through there. Definitely challenges you there with that chicane.
Yeah, it's tempting to take one with take turn 1 with all the speed you can. But once you commit to it, it's really hard to back out of it. All depends on how hard you want to enter, I guess. That's what she said.
Yep, she did say that. Alright, so here's a turn 1 attack we'll see from the BMW. And possibly some fuel saving going on there.
Oh, a little strategy out of the BMW.
Maybe be the lightest at the end. T-Dub's
Yeah?
just going to be the fastest the whole time.
That seems to be his MO.
For real. And he will be the holder of the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:17.476. And you look at that, he's running 1:17s pretty consistently here. Nobody else has even ran a 1:17 in their last 8 laps.
No. Cork has some 118s in there, mostly 118s. Monkey's running 119 almost every lap. Looks like he had an incident in lap 11. Top 3 have worn their tires out about the same amount. Monkey's using the most fuel. Oh, Monkey didn't fill up at the pit. He stopped before full.
He's sitting third. Bird is a pretty good distance behind him considering. Snowman is not too relevant to Bird right now. So everybody pretty evenly spaced. And the gap between 5th and 6th is pretty large. And a pretty good gap between 6th and 7th. So our closest gap will be between 4th and, well, sorry, Birds went down pit road this time. He lost Snowman to go up to 4th. So that will basically have everybody spaced way out now here at Road Atlanta as we're starting our second pit stops of the evening. These guys start to finish, I guess this time it'll be 19 laps finished.
Huh.
We've seen Bird actually short pit, yeah, the last 2 times.
This time it looks like he made it 10 laps. He needs to go 11 on one of them to get back on the pit cycle. But we'll see what he does here. Sticking with the medium tire.
Actually, I don't think he even changed tires this time.
Oh, you're right. Well, that'll save him about 6 seconds.
There you go. But he'll have T-Dubs right on his rear bumper here.
What? Yeah, you're right. Halfway through the race, but he has an extra pit stop.
That's right. Should see T-Dubs going in the next couple of laps. He's still got some fuel to run 2 laps. Still got enough tire. Probably going to have to baby the left front maybe on his last lap. It should be okay. Let's see, Cork's about that full turn behind our leader.
Hey, Cork is running some slow laps. T-Dubs is running fast laps, but I think the gap is that Cork has slowed down a little bit. Maybe he's getting a penalty every time.
It's possible he's got one right now. He deserves it. You can see he runs about 118, mid 118s. Last 3 laps he's slowed down into the 19s there. T-Dubs, he's slowed down into the 18s. Big difference.
Yeah.
And now T-Dubs is right here on Bird as he is still yet to make his second pit stop. But
Good on Bird fighting him out too.
Yeah, he's trying to hang on to that lap. They love logistics.
Yeah, Bird, first time out here. You're not catching my Ford GT.
On old medium tires. But he does. T-Dubs is going to go to the inside, get around him. Monkey is now down pit road. He is getting his service right now. So
he does patented move, just driving around here.
That's right. We might see him go another lap. He could, but we'll see what he decides to do when he gets up here.
Looks like Monkey's car is roughed up a little bit. Must have had a couple of track incidents. Could not be from improper pit road entries.
T-Dubs will attack pit road this time by. We'll allow Bird to go around. Chaos is down pit road, as Monkey's going to be coming off pit road here. And he will be ahead of Bird doing so. T-Dubs is down pit road. He gets his 4 fresh Goodyears. He's going to get some fuel. Cork, same deal, 4 tires and fuel. Snowman remains on track and bypasses pit road this time.
At least Snowman has some decent tires this time. He's not trying to run around there on nothings.
Yeah, that's right. And we should, based on the tire and the fuel in the tank, we'll probably see him go a couple more.
Yep.
T-Dub's filled up, coming out this time. And being second as he waits for Snowman to make his next pit stop. Cork to do the same. He's coming off pit road. 4th place, still yet to pit. It'll be Stu. Let's see if he bypasses this time as well.
Yeah, Stu has a lot of tire, a lot of fuel. He could drive around for a while.
So Cork half second.
Stu's got a 119 in him. I can see that on the times.
Yep, that's happened. Not the fastest lap either. So
that's true. Well, looks like he's saving fuel. He's got something up his sleeve.
Alright, so Cork still yet. He's sitting in 3rd, but him and T-Dubs have made their pit stops over Snowman. Oh, Snowman. Okay, he's just going into the pits, and he hits the wall, doesn't get to go into the pits, so he had to back up and then get into the pits. That's unfortunate. Chaos went into the pits that time too. Did those two get into each other? Maybe we need to go back 10 seconds, 20 seconds.
Yeah, let's go back 20 seconds, take a look at that.
Alright, so actually we're going to go back 30 seconds, go back one more. West Higgins ORV replay here. Get on board with Snowman. We'll see what's going to go on here going into pit road. He's kind of all over the place. Gets loose down to the inside. I think we have car's out of fuel right there. Snowman just decides to take the cut. Most people's doing that anyways, but he hits the wall going into pit road and has to back it up to get in there.
Yeah, so, like Chaos ran out of fuel heading down pit road.
Yeah, but Snowman was all out of whack going into pit road anyways before he even got up there. So that, it was just like the perfect storm for those two guys. All right, so.
Yep.
T-Dubs moves into the lead though now. Snowman's on 68 and refueling right now. As Cork also gets around.
Snowman will not need as much fuel this time. He had plenty when he pulled in there.
Oh, well, he takes it all.
He does.
We still have another pit stop to get through here. So he could run it long, be light at the end. But he has a lot more pace in doing so. BMW still to pit. This Monkey gets around him for 3rd.
Oh! I watched Snowman come off pit road. Bird was coming around with a whole head of steam, and it was clean. There was no incident, but Bird came out about a half second in front of him.
Yeah, we can hear those two, see them as well, trying to battle it out here for 5th. See how that works for him. Snowman down to the inside, attacking to his hard braking right-hand turn. He's able to win the battle, but not going to win the war, as he's got a half-second penalty over top of his head. This will allow the GT to get right back up to him here and battle him down into our last chicanes.
Yeah, we'll see how fast this GT's going when that McLaren slows down. That GT was going about 140 miles per hour when he served that penalty. Not quite enough though, is it?
No, it wasn't, as they're battling through the chicane right now. Bypass pit road, Snowman's well ahead of him. BMW finally goes down pit road, takes service.
I haven't checked in on Cork in a while, see how he's doing up there. He's got fresh tires, full tank of fuel. Just like everybody, and Stu's just about to get that himself. Stu running Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR.
That's right. The only tire they will allow.
Looks like first, second, third, and fourth are all about evenly spaced.
And fifth is kind of just lingering around there. Could become fourth if something were to happen.
Yep. About the length of that entire back stretch between the top four, a little bit more than that.
We've got I think, chaos between our first and... No, that's going to be Stu between our first and second car. Place cars right now. T-Dubs is just cranking it around here this evening. It's right back to the 117's last lap. You can see that's the gap between him and second.
Cork has picked up the pace a little bit back in the 118s, and you can see his car sliding around.
He's trying his best to make this relevant come the last pit stop. Oh, Cork's going to get off into the dirt here. Coming to our last turns. Unfortunate. Just a little bit, though.
Yeah, dirty tires heading into some high-speed turns. Looks like he's doing all right.
Yeah, he hangs on to that first one. He should be good. Oh, gets him dirty again. Just a little bit touching the grass there.
Got a little penalty for that. Or he got a penalty somewhere.
Oh, he's got a full second. It's tough.
What?
Upgraded a sponsor for this lap.
He really did. Well, that's good news for Monkey, but he's also sitting back there with a 0.5 penalty.
That's right, he is.
Snowman's sitting back here in fourth, but we know he's got pace to be... he's close to T-Dub's pace, or was at the beginning, but he's got pace probably to be second place. Got some 119s. Looks like maybe he's had some trouble getting that McLaren around here. A couple laps are off pace.
Can certainly get tricky here, especially if you stay out there on the worn tire and you make a mistake on a cooler tire, maybe coming out of the pits. A lot of room for error going to and from the pits.
Yeah. Yep. The sun's gone down, and Monkey's got a couple of 118 laps going now. Track's getting cooler, getting a little faster, so what's T-Dubs up here running? T-Dubs has a 118 last lap, but a bunch of 117s before that. Guy's just flying around this track. At least a second faster than everybody.
Yeah, he has been all race, and it's showing because the gap between first and second is nearly the whole back straightaway.
Yeah, I always thought TWC stood for the Weather Channel, but maybe it's the World Champ.
Could be.
But we'll stick with the Weather Channel for now.
It's the whether or not he's going to win channel.
Excellent.
He's looking good through the S's there. He is on lap 28 of 40. So we're getting down to it here. One pit stop's going to be required. Oh, Cork is around into the dirt. You know what that means? West Higgins ORV replay. We're going to go back 20 seconds. 1, 2. And see what happens to Cork here in second as he comes up on turn number 1. Another West Higgins ORV replay. Gets down to the inside pretty good. Just goes out to the outside too much and he spins it around. But he doesn't hit anything. Monkey's going to go by. He's going to allow him to take over second place. Snowman is not going to be in position to make any moves on that. Mistake by Cork, but Monkey able to take over second there. All right, thanks West Higgins ORV. Third replay of the day.
Good catch on that, Stu. That's what I was talking about earlier. Turn 1, you can really go in there fast. But if you commit going a little too fast, there is no change in your mind. You're going to go off the track. Looks like Cork has got himself gathered back up and is going. Did not get a penalty for going off the track there. I think they just give him one for good measure.
Yeah, rightfully so. That would have been devastating to have a penalty on top of that.
I guess that's an area where you can't really, you're not getting a shortcut over there.
Yeah, no way. See Cork, he is sliding all over this thing right now.
Now the gap between first and second is the full front stretch. Wait, where are they? Not the front stretch, but after turn 1.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it real good here when T-Dubs gets at the end of this straight stretch here. You can see he is at the end of this long straight in the chicane. We go back to Monkey. He's just now going around the turns to get into that front stretch, or back stretch, sorry. And you see T-Dubs, he is crossing the line right now. And then there's Monkey, Stu, and Cork coming down the back stretch.
That's quite a lead. I don't know if I've seen T-Dubs have a bigger lead.
Yeah, I think this might be our biggest lead of the season.
It might be.
He's half a track ahead. I guess that's what you could say. Yeah, half a track ahead.
Monkey has a gap on Cork, but
Cork's
it is not a
dirt again.
Oh,
he's taking signs out.
Excellent.
All right, so Cork does it again. Turn 1.
I was just about to say, Monkey doesn't have a comfortable gap on Cork, but Cork is trying to do everything he can to make Monkey comfortable.
Whoa. There's some serious thunder here.
Oh.
It shook my ribs. Oh, Cork's loose again. He's off into the dirt. He's going to drift. Oh, I saw him throw it in auto drive. What a cheater.
Should be about pit time for Monkey coming up here.
I caught you, Cork, you auto driving little thing, you. It ain't against the rules. I just like to give people crap.
I never even thought to do it. If you're wrecking your car, you throw it in auto drive. Yep, there's Monkey heading down pit road.
Oh, he wrecks into pit road and he gets reset on the track. Oh no, that's our first huge pitting hiccup of the day, probably of the season. I don't know if I've seen that before. Let's see Cork get around Monkey here. Oh no, and Monkey is severely low on fuel. Yes, tire, but will it be enough fuel? That's the big deal here.
And that devastating, the gamble you take when you're
oh my goodness, what a drive by Cork here against the lap car.
Jeez. Roughed him up a little bit too.
Alright, Bird's back down pit road. It should be his last pit stop of the day. It'll make it a 10-lap run to the end. T-Dubs is down pit road. Same for him. But he's on lap 32 now, so it'll be a 9-lap run to the end for him.
Oh, Bird is back on the pit schedule with everyone.
Yeah, and he also took full mediums this time, I think. Must have switched to softs. Oh, Monkey is out of fuel back here on the back stretch. He'll be going that minimum or maximum 50 mile an hour out of fuel. T-Dubs only takes 91 liters of fuel this time and 4 fresh soft tires. Cork, same thing, fresh softs. And he'll be refueling. We'll keep an eye on that. Snowman comes around to take the lead off of the last pit stop for T-Dubs. So we'll see what happens here. This is the closest the battle for the lead's been.
Long drive back to pit road for Monkey.
That's right. Only 79 liters in for Cork. Monkey goes down, finally gets down pit road here. Still waiting on Snowman to make his last stop.
What a dumb move by Monkey, blowing a chance at a second place there.
It's unfortunate that it kicked him back on the track like that.
It happens, you know, lots of drivers have run out of fuel. It's his own fault.
BMW yet to make his last stop of the day, as well as Snowman. Everyone else has went down or is down pit road.
Monkey exited the pit at 85 liters of fuel.
Snowman down pit road this time, and he gets in using the shortcut. T-Dubs will take the lead. Caught Cork serving a penalty there at the end.
Jeez, they're that far apart.
Yeah, still about half a track here for T-Dubs. He's working on another car and 7, putting him a lap down.
I think I speak for every racer on the track except for T-Dubs that, well, I was hoping Chaos would hold him up a little bit, but Chaos is a pretty polite racer. He will let you by if you're faster.
That is true. You see Monkey.
Happy to Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say Monkey's looking at going a lap down here as well, as he is back in 6th place after his mistake. But yeah, certainly happy to have Chaos around. Very respectful guy.
Yep, good racer.
Mm-hmm. T-Dubs just putting on an absolute clinic. Cork sits in 2nd. You can see that gap. It's half track. Maybe a little more now. Snowman's maybe cut the gap here to 2nd place some as he's moved up to 3rd. Maybe running a little longer there, and then on top of Cork getting whatever he gets out here. But Bird in his first start here in the GT3 series, sitting in 4th. Maybe he's looking to keep this thing in the top 5 for his first start. Got some cool lights going on that thing as the nighttime finally raises its head.
Just getting ready to say that myself. Track lights came on, bird lights came on.
Yeah, he's got something going on in like the aero vents there down the sides.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
In the off-road vehicles, we call those whip lights, but they look more like sticks.
Yeah.
I guess they'd still be whip lights. I don't know if I could drive a car that fancy.
All right, Stu is yet to make his last pit stop here, and we're getting down to it. It'll be 6 laps to go. So BMW's got a pretty good stranglehold on the fuel situation here. But unfortunately, Monkey has already made his last required pit stop, and the leader is right there with those two.
Monkey's trying like hell to stay on the lead lap.
Tries to do it, but T-Dub's, just too strong.
That's just embarrassing for Monkey.
I'll allow him to the inside here. Oh, BMW's off into the grass a little bit. Allows Monkey to go around to 5th. Looking at the situation here for the 24, possibly a pit stop coming up.
Stu in the BMW is also a great driver. Not one to wreck you. He's very clean on the track and fast. Good combination.
Try to work it. Looks like it will be a pit stop this time for the 24. I really like it when we sling it down in there like that. Alright, so the BMW's fresh tire should take the least amount of fuel of anybody on their last pit stop here. So he should still be able to handle the 7th place car, TKO Chaos. No, but Monkey had already made his pit. He's going to be good to the end, and he's going to have quite the lead over that 6th place. Bird, though, he has Monkey coming up on him. And, there was another car back there I thought I saw.
Chaos is back there. He's,
okay.
I think he's a lap down. Must have had some incidents.
Oh, and he went into the wall right there.
There was one right there.
So T-Dubs to Court. Yeah, still pretty good stretch here. As darkness is finally settled over here with 5 to go. T-Dubs gets around. It'll be 4 to go here from Road Atlanta. And it'll be his race to lose. Court sliding around there. Snowman's up to 3rd. Looks like he's got a good stranglehold on 3rd. He is quite a bit ahead of the 4th place car. Oh, he has a 1.5 second penalty here. That is unfortunate.
That is
the
a
biggest
big one
I've seen in a while.
I'm going to see what that does to him. Maybe about 130, 140.
He got down into the 70s.
Yep, high 70s. I did see some 70s come up. I rounded up.
That's a big hit there. Almost 80 mile an hour or more. Then you have to gain all that back up. On top of that being the fastest part of the racetrack.
I know Monkey's a pretty clean driver out here, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to let the new guy have 4th place over him.
Yeah, it is a battle right here between 4th and 5th. It is tight.
That 911 can run that GT
Court.
down.
Rick, you want to go back on that one? Look at 10 seconds. Go back
Definitely.
10. West Higgins ORV replay. Court coming down to the front stretch here. And yeah, he just got in the throttle too heavy. Does a nice 360 and he keeps it off the wall in the first spin. And yeah.
Wow. That was a time-consuming wreck.
It was. So that would allow Snowman to close the gap just a little more.
Yeah, Snowman's in striking range.
Yeah, another mistake like that, it could be bad for Cork in 2nd place. T-Dubs has brought us 2-3 to go, though. He's still got the clinic in operation 24 hours, 8 days a week.
It is dark on this track, but they have all the rumble strips lit up, so it's still pretty easy drive around here, even in the dark.
Yep, that's right. Still looking at our battle for 4th place as this race continues to wind down. They are rather close, and they are behind the leader. So these 2 cars will be a lap down. So we have to keep an eye on T-Dubs. Make sure we don't miss out on it being the last lap. Cork and Snowman are the only ones on the lead lap here with our leader, who has a 1-second penalty and is going into the pits again. Alright, so T-Dubs is down pit road.
I wonder what happened to Bird to get him back there. He must have had an incident at one point.
Yeah, something must have happened to him. We've seen him running up 3rd at one point.
Yeah, and Monkey ran out of fuel for half a lap, and Bird's obviously running some good laps.
Right, so we let Cork and... So T-Dub's able just to make an unnecessary pit stop here. And he'll allow the 4th and 5th to get their laps back, and that'll allow this battle to last through the end of the race. You can see that battle shaping up. 6th place is Stu is going to have just that as he is well ahead of the 7. And the 5th and 4th are well ahead of him. And that's about our only battle on the racetrack. Maybe just watching Cork to see if he makes any mistakes. But other than that, T-Dubs has a 2nd penalty and a pretty good lead here. You know, he'll have to make a serious mistake. But he has allowed Cork to close the gap here quite a bit. Bird's still hanging on to 4th.
And Cork has a window. If T-Dubs doesn't make a mistake, like you said, Cork could easily pass him. It's not even a question. He's not that far behind.
Yes, that's right. All right,
A lot of confidence out of T-Dubs.
Yeah, he takes the confidence to take 1 to go, presented by Skew Car here at Road Atlanta in your Ruthless GT3 series. Night time has fallen, and it has been a dominating performance for T-Dubs, who started dead last after qualifying in this event. And he has had enough time to even make an unnecessary pit stop. Oh, Monkey has finally gotten around the in 4th place as Bird goes around. We're going to go to the West Higgins ORB replay again. 10, 20 seconds here as we see him coming out of the S's. We'll see what happens to our 4 in the Ford as he comes around towards the front stretch. It's been a tricky turn all night for these guys. He's going to get off, get a little bit of dirt onto the brakes, and just slides off to the left side of the track there. And that's going to allow the Shelby 911 Cobra to go around into 4th place. Don't forget, it is 1 to go. Presented by Skew Car right now from Road Atlanta. Monkey has won the battle for 4th, and he's just got to get to the line to hang on to that. Right down the back stretch for the final time goes T-Dubs. Cork tries to work his way around there to that back stretch as well. Got pretty even spacing between 1, 2, 3 right now.
Just a couple more tricky turns.
Ooh, Snowman almost lost it there. But Road Atlanta will belong to the 45 of TWC. As he comes out of the last turn and crosses the line, he'll be your winner here from Road Atlanta in the Ruthless GT3 series. As he takes some dirt home with him. It's Cork.
Cross that line in style.
He sure did. And Cork's going to come around in 2nd here in this one, but not without some excitement for certain. He was all over the place this season. Snowman takes home 3rd. As he had to work his way back up through here too after a crash going into the pits early on in this one. Monkey and Bird 4th and 5th working their way up through here. Stu able to finish his race 1 lap down.
Snowman did a good job with that third place. He had a lot of misfortune in the race, and he seemed to have made up a good amount of ground. He was off the track and penalties and crashing into the pits, and good finish for him.
That's right. Monkey finishes 4th, and now Bird will go around for 5th out of fuel, mind you. And that leaves one guy out here to finish his race. And we'll watch him do it.
Absolutely.
All right, and there goes Chaos. So the winner of tonight's event was TWC. And pretty dominant there, got some pitting practice in even. But this race, it had its own ups and downs, battles. Like you had mentioned, not an easy turn on the track, and it is a very high-speed track as well, so it's not like you're really losing a lot of speed to most of these turns. It's just you got to be real technical when you go in and attack them.
You do. And I'd like to mention that we had at least 5 different drivers in second place. At least 3 different drivers in first. Until T-Dubs got out front and pulled away. It was a really good battle up front. As usual, the second and third battle is always a tight one. Even if it's not T-Dubs in the lead. Second and third is always a battle. And third and fourth and fifth, there's usually a 2-car battle going on every week. Somewhere on the track.
I mean, this track was tricky in its own right. And pretty crazy for some guys at some points, sliding off here and there. But I don't think that pairs in comparison to what we're going to experience next week. Let's give us a rundown about that.
Next week, and just for simplicity, I'm going to call the track El Sache. Ruthless Racing is headed to France, and that track is another track with a great amount of curves. There is some speed there, but most of the curves you're going to be slowing down a good amount for. It's definitely a drivable track. It's a little slippery. There's some guardrails around the track, so if you do go off, it's not going to be quite as much penalty as you see here at Road Atlanta when your car goes spinning 100 feet off the track before you slow down to some tires. I think we're going to have a really good race there. I think we might see some cautions. We're definitely going to see some one-car incidents. It's just a different track. Road Atlanta is high speed and technical. This one's a little lower speed. Maybe a little more technical and maybe a little more precise at El Sache. It's really hard to describe. It's definitely it's a fun track to drive.
Certainly not a lot of room there, especially coming back through the last turns to the line. I think it's going to be a high traffic area, especially maybe at the beginning of the race. And just depending on how the battles work out as the race goes on, could get real interesting there for track position.
It could be. Yeah, I guess some of the turns there, you enter the turns and you start accelerating on your way out. That's what's going to be a big difference there, is trying to accelerate at the right point and getting maximum speed coming out of those turns. Pit road will not be an issue. It's very short, easy on, easy off. There'll be fast pit stops. I think we're going to see, again, another week of just all-out racing.
There you have it. So make sure you tune in next week for that one in the GT3 series. But tomorrow you can tune in at 9 p.m. EST and catch the Ruthless Racing Pro Series at Michigan. And this week I'll be there racing that one, so Hollywood will be in the booth for you all for that race. And then you can catch Monkey as well there, taking on the old homeland.
That is my home track.
There you go. So you can catch me and Monkey out there in the Ruthless Racing Pro Series on Heat 5 tomorrow, 9 p.m. EST. Next week you can catch Hollywood in the Legacy Series racing Indianapolis Oval. So that should be an interesting one. It's not been a race at Indy in quite a while. So it's going to be cool to see the old Gen 6 cars out there at Indy on Tuesday. And of course you got us on Wednesday.
That's a great track. It feels so good to hit turn 2 perfect and just come out of there with all that speed.
You should show up.
I should.
Do you a little one-offer. But yeah, so who knows who we'll see Tuesday. Indy is a pretty popular track. Might see some people just join in. That is a kind of a fun league there, you know. If you want to come in and you like a track, come and try to win it. But yeah, if you're interested in joining Ruthless Racing, you can find the Discord link throughout many live streams that we have here on our channel, or simply just comment if you're interested. We'll get a hold of you. But yeah, thank you, Monkey, as always, doing this with me, man. Another good race here for the GT3 series.
Thank
And
you, Stu. I enjoyed. I think every part of being in Ruthless is fun. It's a great league to be in.
yeah, good people, great league. If you guys are looking for a place to hang out and race, and you know just have a group to run with, join Ruthless Racing. We'll get you hooked up. We're running races throughout the week, 3 big days a week: Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You know we got races. Well, Monday we race this GT3 series if you're interested, but broadcast happens on Wednesdays. But yeah, so if you're interested, join Ruthless Racing. As Hollywood mentioned in there, congrats T-Dubs. Shout out to our sponsors, SKU Car, SKU2, Defined Fate on YouTube and Twitter. West Higgins ORV, big post sponsor over on the heat side of things. Replay sponsor, post sponsor over here in GT3. And yeah, thanks to Monkey for helping me do these races. Thanks to Hollywood for helping me run the league and also broadcasting races and such. And then also big thanks to the fans and everybody who races in these things and make them happen. So yeah, if you're interested, join Ruthless Racing. Good league, good guys, good racing. But without further ado, enjoy your racing this evening, or I mean this weekend. Enjoy the basketball playoffs and all that stuff going on. And we'll catch you guys next time here on Ruthless. But rock on, race on, Ruthless Racing.